Hey everybody, it's Lindsay of Lindsay's Look, and you are watching my very first haul video. I'm super excited. This is something I've been wanting to do for a while, but I didn't quite get what it was or what the purpose was until I went on the search for certain types of makeup and certain colors I was looking for on a real person, and I saw that apparently everybody on the internet is doing these haul videos. Now this is something that I'm probably not going to be able to do that often, considering that I live on the island of Nantucket, and places that I could potentially haul things like Target or Mac or pretty much anywhere that is a functioning chain among the rest of America, because we don't have those places here. But I recently took a trip off island. It was a much needed little 48-hour escape after this very long winter that we've been having, and I was desperately in the need of some new products, specifically makeup. So a couple weeks ago I found myself at the Cape Cod Mall, which is somewhere that I don't normally hang out at, but I was in Hyannis for exactly 48 hours, and I just had to look in Sephora. Now, I have to start off by saying that I am not really a makeup person. I consider myself a clothes person, an accessories person, a hair person, but makeup, I'm just kind of like, eh. I would actually rather go out the door every day with my hair done and put on no makeup at all. But I have to do something or else I look like a zombie apocalypse creature. But I'm definitely the type of person who gets more into a rut with my makeup, where I buy the same colors over and over and over again without experimenting on anything new. Makeup is super expensive, at least good makeup is, and I'm kind of at the point where I've tried a lot of the drugstore stuff, and unless there's a color or something that I particularly know that I love, I'd rather spend $20 on a lipstick that I was able to try in person at a Mac or an Ulta or a Sephora than to buy a bunch of $6 lipsticks that I thought the color looked good from CoverGirl, but they didn't actually look good, and then I could never return them. So that being said, I don't tend to buy a whole lot of new makeup, but since this winter has been particularly bleak and I felt like I was looking particularly pale, I wanted to do a little something just to kind of like brighten my spirits a little bit, and what better way to do that than to buy makeup. So I went to Sephora, and I just want to show you a couple of things that I found. So the first thing that I got, I don't know if you guys have experimented with any of the Naked palettes of eyeshadow, but basically if you don't have one, you should probably sell however many of your belongings you need to sell to get $50 in cash or whatever means, and go out and buy this. I'm very partial to the Naked 2. It's actually the only one I've tried. However, my sister has all three. She said 2 and 1 are awesome. 3 is kind of so-so, but this is like really where it's at. So I already had this. Thankfully I got it as a gift, so I did not have to buy it. But the thing I really love about these shades is I tend to really go for bronzy, kind of neutral almost colors because I don't do a lot of makeup stuff. So these colors are super easy to work with. And, oh, I know, beautiful. Oh, hey, there I am. And so since I have used these particular colors, almost all of them in this palette before, I knew that I really liked the Urban Decay shades. They blend really well together. I know they're kind of expensive, but they stay on all day and they look really well when you mix them up together. So I was definitely interested in getting another shade, because one of the things that this doesn't have, since it has all of these awesome bronzy colors, it doesn't really have like any other colors, hence the Naked. So I really wanted to get like a pink or something a little bit softer that I can maybe mix with some of the other colors. So that brought me to like the Urban Decay wall, and I asked a very helpful person at Sephora to help me, and this is the color that I came up with. I don't know if you can see it right there. So this color is Scratch. I don't really know why, but anyways, it is just kind of like this really good, again, neutral-esque, because God forbid I buy anything extreme, but just kind of a neutral-esque pink that I thought would look really good blended with some of the other bronzy colors. So I also really am an advocate for the brush that comes in the Naked palette. So if you do nothing else, figure out if there's a way that you could buy this brush. It's a really high quality brush that has the fluffy tip and then the kind of slender tip, which is what I use to put on eyeliner because I also don't wear eyeliner. I wear eyeshadow as eyeliner. So I just really like that this one you can just kind of like brush on however much you want. And then, yes, I know you really wanted to get up close and personal with me today, and it's happening right now. I know you're really excited. It's just kind of like a nice little neutral pink. Yeah, see? And with the other shades, it blends very, very nicely. So I really like that. And because I really don't feel like looking at myself this whole time with only one eye done, I'm just going to blend a little over here too, just to balance things out. Voila, 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 one of those words. So I definitely recommend this shade and then any of the other Urban Decay shades as well because they're awesome. So that was the first thing I picked up, and I want to say that this was like $16. I think it's totally worth it. I can't fathom spending any more than $20 on eyeshadow, especially when you wipe it off at the end of the day. It's like, oh, that kills me a little bit. So $16 I think is a pretty good deal, and it'll probably last me a very long time. Another thing that I was really curious about, I kind of hate saying this, but for years I've been wondering, what is the draw of the NARS Orgasm color? First of all, I hate that it's called that because going in and asking for it is kind of like, hey, do you have any orgasm? Ugh, no. But it's like their best-selling color ever. I believe it started out as blush, and now it comes in lip gloss and eye color and nail color. So apparently you can have orgasms all over. But I just kind of wanted to see what the big deal is because I'm also not a great blush person as far as my makeup goes. And also I kind of haven't been wearing bronzer the past couple of years, and I think because of this particular winter, I've been starting to feel like, yes, I need some of that now. So I was looking at all their colors. Unfortunately, NARS is kind of super expensive, but I was really excited to find out that they had one of these little combo packs. This is the NARS, it's the Blush Bronzing Powder Duo, and it's in Orgasm and Laguna. Ooh, how luxurious sounding, I know. And it comes in a mini size. The regular version is $42, which for someone like me who was kind of trying to decide whether or not I was going to get more into makeup, like that, this could literally probably last me 2 years. So I thought it better to make the smaller investment right now. This is only $24, which I really enjoyed. I also love the packaging and makeup. I know that's like half of what makes it cost as much as it does, and it's horrible, but I will say that I'm one of those people that takes advantage of that packaging, and I like to leave it in the packaging as long as possible, and my friends always make fun of me for carrying around a makeup bag full of boxes like this. It makes it bulkier, and they get all gross after a while, but for a while, I just love how nice and crisp and new they look, so I still have it in the package, even though I have used it, I have to say. So it's this great little thing in the regular lovely NARS package. And as you can see, I still have the plastic covering on it because, again, the packaging, that's what I'm paying for. And I like that it is just the two colors, super simple, like, hey, that goes as bronzer and that goes as blush. And I had the woman from Sephora kind of work with me on it and show me exactly how to use it because I wasn't really sure what to do. So what I found out, and if you already knew this, then I guess I'm really far behind. And if you didn't know this, well, now you know. So what you're supposed to do, apparently, is you're supposed to take a little bit of the bronzer color, get that all over your brush, and you're supposed to do the number 3 on your face. Who knew? I know, I've been reading fashion magazines since I was like 14. I've never heard this. So I just took a little bit on my brush, and I'm just going to go 3. Yeah. And I'm just going to kind of like keep doing it in that 3 motion, because again, I'm not trying to like Kim Kardashian contour my entire face. I'm not trying to create anything that is not there. I just want to kind of accent things that might look good in certain lights, and I kind of still didn't know what that was. So I was very, very appreciative of all the helpful people at Sephora. They totally, I think, earn their money's worth as you know, kind of consulting for you. So I'm just going to do that again to this side. Again, I don't want to sit here and look at you all uneven. And I think you can do as much or as little as you want. I do a very faint amount because, again, this is kind of new for me, and I don't want to, like, all of a sudden come into work and have someone be like, do you think you're Kim Kardashian? Because I don't, nor do I want to be. And then the next is, it's all about the orgasm. So you put, and the thing I love about this blush is, I don't know if you can tell there, oh, there we go. It's like pink, but it has a shimmer to it, kind of a golden color. Like it's It is beautiful. I see why it is a bestseller. So then you just take a little bit of that on the brush too, and you just do the apples of your cheeks. She taught me that like it should start at least like 2 fingertips away from your mouth. So it should start like from like there and go up. So I'm just going to kind of like sweep that a little bit just to give myself a little bit of color. And this was one of those things that like the woman put it on me. I literally had no other makeup on except for this, and I left feeling like a new person. And I was just like, oh wow, so at least if like I don't make it out the door without anything but this on, at least I sort of look like I belong like in the land of the living and not at the bottom of a swamp. So I just think that gives like a nice rosy color. I love it. I'm obsessed. I can't get over it. And then the third thing I'm really excited to say I didn't actually purchase because I had my little Sephora points. This is one of the great point systems. There's a lot of places out there that have them, and some of them are great and some of them are like, okay, I'm never gonna buy like $5,000 worth of anything to get a $10 coupon. But the Sephora one's great because you get a point for every dollar you spend. So depending on how much you go there, I don't go there that frequently, and I've already gotten like 2 free gifts this year. So one of the things that I got, I like too that they give you the options for your points. You can like hoard all of them for later if you want to get a really good gift, or you can use like 100 at a time on these little things. So I think that's why I had so many. I think for a while I was like, no, I don't want any of that trial size crap. But the last couple times I've gone there, they've had some really good brands in mini sizes, which I love too. Since I don't use makeup all that often, it doesn't go to waste. So one of the things that I got is this Buxom brand lipstick, and this color is called Dolly. This was only 100 of my points, which is very exciting. And it's this really good kind of like neutral, I hate saying dusty rose, but that's my favorite way to like identify this color, although it reminds me of like a bad bridesmaid dress from the 80s. But this is not a bad bridesmaid dress in the 80s. This is a good color for your lips. And I guess I'll put a little bit on right now, although I already have this kind of pink gloss on. But just to give you an idea, I'll put a little on my hand here so you can see, like, that's like a really good, ooh, don't mind my horrible band-aids there. I fell down the stairs this morning. It's like a really good everyday, like little bit of color, but like not too Elvira-esque for you to like show up to the office with. I'm one of those that I try to wear lipsticks as much as I can. I feel like every time I do, the first thing people say to you is like, oh wow, look at your lipstick. And it's like, is that a compliment? I don't know. So I think for some people, wearing a saturated color of lipstick is still a lot for them. I'm probably more of a gloss person, but I'm trying to get more on the lipstick side. So just to kind of like give you a little, I guess, a little color of this over my gloss, which I guess is another way that you could do it too. Mwah. See, I think it even blends nicely with the little color that I have on now. But yeah, it's kind of like a mauve, dusty rose, whatever you want to call that. But it was free, so that's the really exciting part. So yeah, so those are my little exciting pieces from my most recent haul, and my first haul, so I'm very excited. I'm also excited because this is kind of an easier way to blog when I maybe don't have the time to sit down and write a whole blog, because as you know, I can be a little wordy. So I'm really excited to share all of these products with you. I hope to be able to do some more haul videos soon if I ever get off this island and I'm able to go shopping again, or if I'm ever allowed to purchase anything again. I have a lot of weddings and different events coming up this year that I need funds for, so I'm not exactly going to be doing a lot of shopping. But I would love to hear what some of your other favorites are from Sephora. Are there any other tricks that apparently everyone else has been doing for years that I knew nothing about? Any of that, I'd love to hear it. So please leave me a comment. Let me know if there's some other things that you want to see me try on camera. Nothing gross, like fun stuff, like makeup, hair, whatever. And I would love to get more into that. So thanks for watching, and hope to see you again soon. Bye!